Hi, I'm Olivier from Activity Messenger, and in this video, we're going to create an end of camp survey that you can send out to campers, parents, and even your staff to better understand how you're doing in terms of your summer camp. So it's a very simple drag and drop form builder that replaces alternatives like Jotform, SurveyMonkey, things like that. We integrate with Canva, so you can always design your images and keep them on brand simply by opening up your Canva from within the platform. And we have all the different types of options you might need for to collect good data. So one example is the star rating here. You can kind of change the label and then say, actually, I want this on 5 stars, and you can make questions required or not required. Then you might have a Likert scale here, so you would add in information, and then how are you evaluating it in terms of columns, and how are you evaluating it in terms of rows, and you can easily add whatever information to add columns and rows to that people can then fill out, right? Next, you might have radio buttons. It could also be checkboxes, ratings, open-ended questions, and you can remove the respondent if you want to keep it anonymous. Now, you might want more types of questions. So if you click on the plus button, we'll have yes, no, input, numbers, maybe a radio grid. We can add page breaks as well if you have a very extensive and long survey, and even conditional branching. So option 1 would lead to this question, right? And option 2 would lead to another question. So you can break down and ask questions based on the type of camp they signed up for, or the week they were signed up for, the type of specialty they followed. So you can really kind of determine the information based on what the person is answering. And you can kind of scroll through these new blocks and build out the survey just like this. Then you'll have your respondents here as people who filled it out. And you can also have the analytics. So we have a full analytics that you can export and see from there. You'll definitely want to share this survey, right? So how can we share it? If you click on share, there's multiple ways. As soon as you create a survey or any form in Activity Messenger, it gives you a shareable link that you can share on social media. You can embed it on your website, or even as a button would pop up on your website. And one that's really interesting is the QR code, right? So maybe the last day of camp, you can have it at the drop-off or pick-up place at your camp where people can easily scan with their phone and fill out the survey, when everything's fresh in their mind on how camp went that week. But the most effective we've seen with the multiple organizations we work with is the end of camp reminder. Right? So we have a lot of camps that what they do is they'll schedule an end of camp reminder to go out possibly on the Thursday or maybe after camp, depending on their preferences. But this will automate this message to go out to everybody registered in a specific week of camp. And it's going to say, hey, first name, picking up the parent's first name. We hope participants' first name had a great time. We're ending on Friday. And you can add call to actions. But what's really interesting is you can say, hey, help us take our service to another level and fill out this survey. When they click on the survey, they're actually going to go and open up a survey. Now, it's not the right one that was linked, but I'll just go and switch that up. So I would say, okay, what's my end of camp survey here? And click on save. And then when they click on here, we'll go right into the survey we're working with, and people can simply finalize and set up the fill out the survey. So I hope this makes sense. If you have more questions or you're looking for a different form builder, liability waivers, surveys, email marketing, we do a lot of nice things we can do for your summer camp. So visit activitymessenger.com. Thanks.